Hello everyone, I'm Jazz Checker and welcome back to some more Call of Cthulhu with KrazyKamron.
Hello.
We pick up where we left off in the asylum. Some stuff had gone down. As a quick recap, you were in the leisure center deep down underground where you found like a robed guy fighting with William. You had a choice because the gun was they were during the fight, the scuffle, a gun got knocked over to you and you picked it up and you shot the robed guy and killed him. I liked the timing with that dramatic music. So then you went off into town and you started then causing some arson and throwing petrol bombs in a voting booth. And now you're down into the asylum and you're taken deep into the asylum where you have found William's partner. William then went off to kind of deal with the doctors to try and keep them distracted whilst you talk to so you're speaking with Darren, and as you started talking to him, and he was kind of just watching you guys to begin with, a stern expression on his face. Then William left, and you started interrogating him a bit more. You looked through he handed you some drawings that he did, and you saw that was a hole through it. And I hadn't pre-planned you before looking through the hole and things happening. And you saw this big hulking beast thing that was kind of lurking around him.
It was pretty cool.
And he told you to not trust what you see, and that you're being hunted. And that's where we stopped. And then I think you said, I know. So we pick up with him. He gets angry as you say, I know, and you kind of brush it off, as he then shouts over to you, that is not William Steele. That is not my partner. You'll hear a clunk of doors down the hallway. Well, not down the hallway, you're in a big open... so you're kind of like in a big, massive open ring almost, and in the center there's like a small booth with glass walls where some of the doctors would be to manage everything. You'll see multiple locked doors where the patients are being held. You'll see William talking to some of the doctors. As he then closes the door, you hear a clunk and then a as some alarm kind of goes off in the room. And you'll see William looking through the window at you as he then turns and walks away. And you then hear multiple clunk sounds as each of the cell doors become unlocked.
Whoa. I'm gonna be like, what do you mean he's not William? What, he's not your partner, what do you mean?
He is not William. That is not... I don't know what else to tell you. That is not William Steele. I will get you...
I will hold up the piece of paper while you're thinking about it and be like, will I be able to see who he really is through this?
Don't be ridiculous. And they call me crazy. Give me I need a roll. I'm trying to think what would best fit for this. Maybe a history check, but you can have advantage on it. So like a +1 to it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, not so lovely.
A success. Regular difficulty. That's nice.
Hey.
Okay. While I sort out music. This one. Sure, why not? So as he's trying to think of words to somehow describe that the person you've been with this whole time is not the person that you've been with the whole time, and it's not the person you thought it was, and he's like, how do I explain this and not make you think I'm crazy? You'll then, it's like you're suddenly like have memories unlocked, and you're seeing short images of what you thought was true, and at the same time you're seeing these images, you're hearing what you thought was William's voice talking to you in your ear, and you feel yourself back to where that elevator was, and you hear the choir singing and affecting your mind, basically erasing your memories, and he's telling you things. You begin to see images of you in prison, and that the person you were with in prison there, thinking it was William Steele, was actually, get his name up, was actually PC Miles, and was the one of the lead cultists in the leisure center. And when you were picturing, like, questioning why, who this strange person that let you out was, and it kind of makes sense that you're in prison with PC Miles, who was pretending to be your partner, and all other situations around the town of where you were, like you in the forest. You get a glimpse image of you in the forest where you thought you had destroyed all these plants, and actually PC Miles had been manipulating you and to doing other things and thinking that this is what you were doing in different areas of the town, or what you thought was going on, and you believed yourself to be helping and investigating. You're seeing images now of you like talking to like nothing, and PC Miles is like just over your shoulder, kind of just keeping a watchful eye on you at all times. And it's now starting to make sense as you think back on the moment where you were pointing your gun at the two characters, one being William and one the robed figure. And a detail that you didn't pick up at the time was that the robed figure had the wiring around his jaw, as it seems that situation in the hotel was true, and he did dislocate his jaw, and you were with him at that time, but you didn't remember what he looked like his facial expressions, his hair, his height, etc. Everything you thought was William Steele, but actually the image of William Steele is PC Miles, and the image of PC Miles is William Steele.
Okay.
As your mind comes back to the room, and this realization of it all is just messing with your head, and you realize that the partner that you were meant to have, you've now shot, and he's dead. And this whole time you've been manipulated by PC Miles, one of the cultists in the leisure center.
And everything that I've done to help this town has been fake, is what you're saying?
Yep. And this is why I wanted to stress in the previous one that because of this, when I gasped at the role that you failed in the elevator, I was like, you're on track for the best ending, but things are gonna get fucked.
I mean, now it's, with that single role, it's now the worst ending, because I have not contributed to anything, apparently.
Not necessarily. Just things
with the
that
description,
the things. Oh yeah, I mean it sounds bad. I mean it is bad.
I mean the description I just got, the burning of the forest was fake. Everything that I've done is fake, so I haven't actually done anything.
Yep, sounds terrible, but you're on track for the best ending.
I don't believe that anymore.
I want to reiterate that. Because I'm not going to steal your victories away from you.
I mean, with the description you just gave, it sounds like I've done nothing, so...
Oh yeah, in terms of story, it's getting Shit's happening.
And the alarms are going off and the doors are opening.
Yeah, and there are insane patients, some in straitjackets, some not, coming out. You're hearing cackle of laughter and others kind of just murmuring and talking to themselves as they begin to open the doors.
And William, aka PC Miles, basically looked at me and walked off as a just probably like a cool, you're dealt with kind of thing.
Yeah.
If I go to my inventory, how many more of these bombs did I have?
I'll say what
I have 3.
the true things that have happened with everything that you have done is you did kill Barbara Blight. You did burn that one voting booth. But now you have a suspicion that when William, aka PC Miles, went off down an alley one time when you were burning the first place, that he must have been maybe pre-warning people for the second booth.
Yeah, but I think with how Baxter's been going, it would have been like we got there way too quickly for them to save everything.
Oh yeah, it's
like
still
there
made
may
an
be
impact.
a few votes left, but like it's
you've
still
tampered
the
with
damage is going to be major.
Oh yeah.
Is the door to what was it, Darren?
Yep.
Is
Yeah,
his
his
door open?
Yeah, his is unlocked.
I'm gonna go into his and be like, and crouch behind the door then, and just be like, "Will you help me? 'Cause clearly I don't think you're insane, and I think we could help each other out of this fucking mess."
All I ever want is to get out of this damn bloody building.
Well, help me do that, and we'll split ways at the entrance, but
As you're talking,
I'm not getting out of this alive.
He's grabbed your wrist and he's already yanking you out. He's trying to quickly look around. He is going to dart into that office in like the middle area. He's kind of grabbed a chair and is trying to hit the glass with it, but it's just bouncing off. So he moves around to try and find a door to see if he can open it. We need to unlock the main door.
I'm going to hand him one of the Molotov cocktails, and I have 20 shells, so I'm just going to be like, I have a key, and just shoot the lock with my shotgun.
So you blow a hole through the door and the door swings open. At that time, the patients are now entering the room. Some have flinched from the blast. Others are now heading towards the booth. Some are just kind of just meandering around, but the more kind of vicious ones, aggressive ones are heading your way. As Darren is in the room, in the office, looking around for any kind of switch or something that might be able to open the door from the inside. But there has to be some kind of like mechanism here somewhere. I mean, they can't just rely on keys, right?
Keys, electronic locks, guaranteed staff entrance, there's a way through there. Personally, I want to find... and I kind of freeze for a second, then I'm like, PC Miles, carefully cave his head in. At
that point, it's like, all right, well, keep keep them off me while I try and figure this out. And it's at that moment that an insane patient has kind of yanked the door open and is coming to grab you before then another patient in a straitjacket barges him out the way and is there cackling as he goes to attack you as well.
Okay. Are they close enough that I can shoot them both?
I mean, they are very close to you, I'd say. They're pretty much on you.
Okay, I'm going to shoot my shotgun.
No, I wanted to delete this thing. Why is it?
There's a floating book outside the asylum.
There we go, thank you. Okay. Right, combat. It's been a long
Am I advantage, disadvantage, or?
So with
I mean, they are coming through a narrow hallway.
Yeah, with them being close, with the blast. God, it's been a while since we played. I'm trying to remind myself of everything. All right, so we need firearms, rifle, just normal.
Oh, okay.
64. Do you wish to use all of your luck? Or do you wish to push the roll? So it could be that you go to move the rifle up, it's short space, they're on you. Perhaps with the one in the straitjacket barging the other guy out of the way, it's kind of knocked your rifle a bit to one side. But you still got hold of it. Or your shotgun.
Thing is, I know if I try and push it, you'll be like, your shotgun breaks. And I'm like, no! But we gotta do it for the content, boys. I'm pushing the roll by, let's say they've pushed my shotgun a bit to the side, and I'm going to use my elbow to, like, crack one of them and, like, try and re-aim the shotgun into their chest. Oh,
look
yes,
at
baby!
With
Let's go!
An extreme. I like that. Yeah, an extreme success. So you blast the one in the straitjacket back. He flies back. Roll 4d6 as you're in close range.
Nothing will ever beat the 4 6s,
Okay.
but that's still pretty good.
So yeah. Let me do dodge roll for the other guy. Okay. So the other one, that was not like his straitjacket's more loose and his arms are free, and got barged out the way just in time for the other guy to get shot. So that one inadvertently saved his life, but yeah, he's got a massive hole in his chest as he flies backwards, with a smile on his face, blood everywhere.
I want to say in this moment, I'll be like, the same will happen to you if you don't back the fuck off.
Let me do check with Darren, see how he's getting on. Oh my god!
Let's go, Darren. New partner. Let's go.
As with that blast, and you're threatening him, as more inmates or patients start banging against the glass, and the big guy seems maybe a bit scared of the blast sound that came out. Darren has found a switch. He hits it, which kind of turns off the alarm that's going. And you hear a click of a door. Now, okay, I think time. Now we should be good now. As he comes
go!
Running out in his own straitjacket that's kind of loose and trailing behind him.
Oh, I'm fucking running with him, just like, go, go, go.
Make a dodge check for me, as the big guy, as you run past, some of the patients will try and reach out to grab.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So the big guy has managed to, as you're running past, he's grabbed hold of like the back of your clothing and he's pulled you back to try and grab you into a bear hug. And is squeezing tight.
I was gonna say, is it my coat?
Yes.
Did I attempt to just like do the whole like just slide the coat off and just keep running?
You can try and shimmy out. I guess well that would be. Give me a dexterity.
Yeah.
We'll keep it regular this time.
Oh,
16. Even with I was thinking doing half, which was the 25, like a hard difficulty, and you hit it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he's grabbing onto you and grabbing the coat, and he's like arms wrapped around, but by then you've managed to wiggle yourself, like your arms out of the sleeves, and one arm gets stuck as you manage to pull away, and he's pulling on the coat, but you're able to free your arm from the sleeve. He stumbles back with the force as he was trying to really pull you in. He managed to. You all run over to the doors as all the other asylum, like the other patients, cackling, some murmuring, some swearing, other weird profanities as they come rushing over to you. Well, you see two patients start attacking each other, and one of them, like the blood is like spraying out.
I am just sprinting after Darren, just like go, 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 like pushing him through. I'm sure the frontatrix is going to be locked, so we gotta go somewhere.
So you go through the door and he's closed it behind him. He's trying to find something. We need to lock this door now, otherwise they're going to be hot on our tail. As they're now banging against the door and trying to push against his strength. Like, I can't hold it for long.
What's around?
Give me a spot hidden, I guess. A hard spot hidden.
That is there. Hard. Oh, it was going to be a 30. Okay. As
you try to find, you see that the hallway is pretty empty. There's not really much stuff around.
With a hard, how many points of luck would I need to put in to succeed? Because it's a 64, and that's a 58.
Well, your roll is 58, so the hard would be half of 55 for the hard check.
Oh, so it'd be 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting to that.
With the strength of the patients, they push the door free as Darren stumbles backwards and is like, "We gotta go," and starts running down the hall.
I'm just gonna, as we're running, be like, "Darren, forgive me for this," and I'm lighting a Molotov and cracking it behind me. It doesn't need to do damage, but it's just more of a deterrent of like, which did not work at all.
Let's heads or tails?
Tails. My brain said tails first, so.
It's heads. Okay, so they're gonna not be deterred by the fire. I think the one at the front flinches a bit, but they end up just skipping over it, like jumping through the fire. One of them kind of starts to catch fire and starts flailing around at the back, but The others are still okay.
I keep running and I'm like, I think I just made them more dangerous.
They're now on fire. You're running through the halls and there's no doctors around, and you come through. You're just basically following the hallway and what leads. You're testing different doors, like Darren's trying to test, but he seems to know the area a bit more. Like he's been down these halls before. He comes to one doors and he peeks through the window and sees something and is like, okay, we've got to go this way, and he'll ram this door that leads to like a small enclosed cupboard space. He quickly ushers you inside. He's then gonna close the door and try and put like a table in front of it, and you see him now kind of fiddling with an air vent that's lower down.
Okay. What else is in this room?
It seems to be more like a storage space, so there's like big bookshelves or like lots of big shelvings with like all these boxes and stuff. Some of the boxes have like pills of all different types. There's like different medical kits, like what am I saying?
Would I be able to move one of the shelves in front of the door?
If you use your
or are they like
strength, it'll be another hard
Or are they
check.
like real big?
They're big. Yeah. They go above.
Oh,
your head.
okay. Is there any cloth in here?
I mean, there's lots of bandages, so yeah.
I want to cover the window of the door to try and like maybe hide, like basically act like we're not in this door to see if they run off somewhere else.
Okay.
I essentially see, like, you know, in a horror movie where you get behind a closed door and then you just watch all of the things run past and you're sitting behind it just like finger to the lips, like be as quiet as you fucking can right now.
Give me a stealth check, a regular one.
Come on, Baxter. Yes!
Yay, on the nose. 51 exactly. Okay.
So literally, like, I pick up bandages, cover the window, feet against the door, and I'm just look over to Darren and I'm like, shut the fuck up just for a second.
He stops what he's doing and kind of just looks over his shoulder as you hear all this. And then other talking and muttering, like, the black girls, they're coming and they're gonna get us. I'm gonna kill them and cut them all and slit their fucking throats. And then you then hear murmured shouting from what seemed to be in another room nearby, and then lots of banging on a door, but it's not, thankfully, your door. Suddenly there's like a burst as the door bursts open, and you're hearing like people, there must be like other doctors shouting, and as they start to have a fight with these inmates, these patients that seem to break out in this other area. Give me a regular spot hidden as well.
Okay.
No, a listen check.
Oh. This one. Oh, you bitch.
There's a lot of kerfuffle going on. You're unable to make out what anyone is saying, and there's lots of fighting going on, but thankfully, like, you know, the threat is kind of distracted at this moment. And that's when Darren will uses that time to open the kind of front hatch of the air vent, and it's like, right, we've got to go this way. It's a tight space, but as he begins squeezing and scuffling his way through.
Try and be quiet, we might just survive this, and I will follow him.
Okay. stop the dramatic music for now. Maybe put on this one. Sure. So you're now sneaking through the air ducts as you're crawling through this space. It's pretty dark. Every so often you get like a little beam of light coming up like a grated part of the vent underneath you as he's crawling around. You seem to be... You've easily got lost yourself, like you wouldn't know where you're going if Darren wasn't in front of you, as he seems to be like going left and then right, and then at some point that you feel like you're going down. He reaches,
how do you know where you're going?
I've done this before.
What do you mean you've done this before?
I mean, I've done this before. As he continues to crawl.
I'm just like, you've escaped?
Well, not successfully, no. As he crawls, and then suddenly he stops, and you just hear shh. And there's like a grated part ahead with some lights, and you see like the beam of light that's kind of coming up from beneath dim a little bit, as if someone's walking below. And he's there kind of trying to peek down. You're getting like that grated shadow effect on his face if you're trying to look at him.
I'm gonna just keep quiet. Maybe try and listen to see if there's any conversation.
Yeah, give me a listen check and a stealth check with like a +2 to it.
A listen regular and then stealth +2?
Yeah.
Listen regular. Ooh.
Oh.
Hell yeah. And then this is the one that needs to survive. Ooh, wow. Holy...
Oh my god, you got a 1.
What does that mean?
Critical success with a 1 on a D100. My god. Okay.
Oh my god, I feel amazing. Do I get like stress back, or like or sanity, or I don't know what happens on a 1.
I'd say roll me a D10.
Or does it just upgrade right now?
Okay, restore 8 to your sanity, as your realization of breaking this mystify spell, the spell or the song spell that even you have as well, that you learnt and you didn't know where you got it from. It's like the realization of everything that's going on and the anger that is holding within, like you've been manipulated this whole time, and a lot of what you thought were true were not true, and some of the areas that thankfully since the elevator, everything that has happened since has been true. You feel a lot, you get the sense that you're sane, as much as there's a lot of the madness that's happening with all of this. And you just, for the first time now, you're like, okay, things are maybe making a bit more sense now, but also, what the fuck? And you're able to hold your breath as you're in this air vent with a very smelly patient in front of you. But yeah, it's helping your mind, and you're able to calm yourself and reaffirm your beliefs.
Yeah, I definitely think it helps finding Darren, and the fact that he isn't absolutely conkers. He seems very, besides, the dark shadow, it's like very put together.
The listen check, you're hearing 2 people beneath. One is talking about, like, what? Do you think the doctors are going to be safe up there? Like, that's not our concern right now. This second voice you immediately recognize as being William Still, aka PC Miles. That's not a concern right now. We've dealt with the problem now. We've ensured that there will be no more interruptions to our plans. We kept him busy for as long as we can, and now he's going to be stuck here with Darren as well. So that's all I care about. We just get those patients under control, okay? And then you hear footsteps as they walk out. Okay, I think it's safe now.
Just a question. Whereabouts did you get to before getting caught?
He begins crawling forward, crawling around. I think it was around... Starts looking around this, like, cross-junction of vents. Hang on. It's hard, difficult to see here. Do you have a light or anything?
I, like, shimmy my lighter up to him.
You'll see him with his... you get the lighter out. And he has the flame. He holds it around on different parts of the vent walls. And you'll see, as he holds it up to one, there's like very faint scratch marks of an arrow pointing in a certain direction. And he's like, it was this way. Okay. And he puts the lighter on the floor and then crawls in that direction. I think I got about this far. He's crawling around and crawling around. And like, yes, I think it was... And he drops.
I'm like about to be like, where? Oh. And I just pick up my lighter and then very quickly shimmy to him, like, look around the room that he's in, that he's dropped into.
You see there's like the event then heads downwards, like vertically downwards. It's very dark down there. There's like some echo of clanging going on. And then it goes quiet for a while.
Are you okay?
Still silent.
God damn it.
You then hear a very faint, okay, you can come down. Mind your head.
Is there at least a soft landing?
Goes quiet again.
Fuck's. Again, I'm just like, fuck's sake. And then I try as carefully as I can to get down this thing.
Give me a climb check.
You mean with my 20? That I fucking nailed?
Hey, with a 19. Okay, yeah, you're basically just like applying pressure with your arms and legs either side of the wall, and then just like gently letting go and then applying pressure again to like just slowly shimmy down. You finally get to the bottom. Are you going like feet down first or head down first as you're doing?
I'm gonna say head because vents usually are quite small, so I don't know how I would turn around.
So it's quite an ordeal, maybe a bit scary as well as you're going head first in the dark. But
yeah, so I'm fully like, oh my god, that was so tough. What's the next? Where are we going next?
As you get to the bottom and you find the exit of the vent and you begin to crawl out, you'll see that he's like put some bed sheets and stuff down there, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't fall, you didn't slide down then? Oh, okay."
You could have said, oh my god, you could have said it so much longer ago. Okay, that's bygones be bygones. We need to get out of here.
You're now in like an office area, probably like a lower floor, and you're seeing like an old ham radio that was to one side, but it looks to have been like disconnected now. and there was like a little device for doing the Morse code. This is about as far as I've ever been.
You were the one that sent the Morse code?
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah.
That makes sense why you came now, then. I'm glad someone
I think I
heard
heard that with the original will.
Ah.
And not the fake one.
Whenabouts did you hear it? Well, it doesn't matter, because either way, you managed to still eventually find me anyway, so it must have worked.
Yes. Yep, well, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad we're sorting shit out. I think I will do better when I get outside and see the stars. And I'm going to very carefully maneuver to the door and, like, peek through the glass if there is any.
Okay. Just gonna test something that my brain just mentioned. Okay. You peek through the glass, you're seeing it leads to like this open hallway, not just like a corridor, but it's actually quite wider. You see other offices across this open space. There is a little, what looks to be like a reception area, but it doesn't remind you of the one that was at the entrance to the building. As you're looking through, you then get little glimpse images of the creature that you saw on the train, like that hulking body. You see little glimpses around, like you're as if like the whole room for a moment looks like the inside of the train, and then it snaps back into normal.
Fuck.
You feel the pressure on your shoulder as Darren kind of senses what you're going through. Like, you can't believe your eyes. You gotta remember that.
Then what do I believe with?
Good question. As he opens the door and he goes to leave.
I'm just like, okay. I'm at least gonna walk out with him and be like, this isn't the front door, we need to be careful and try and get out.
You're doing very well with sneaking through and keeping that one going on. And sneaking along, you're able to like shimmy past windows where there are people in an office talking amongst themselves. Meanwhile, he's explaining things like, well, I don't really know what's going on around this town. I initially came here to investigate missing people. I didn't intend for myself to become one of those missing people. And I think many of the patients here from my time here listening to what people have been saying, I think a lot of these patients have seen things too. Things that I don't know how to describe, but it seems like it happens when something changes. That like there's something. Do you believe
Don't worry, I believe it. I had to deal with these weird plant. At least I think so. I can't really trust my memory right now, but I had to deal with these giant weird growths up in the fields that I burnt, but I may not have burnt now. I dealt with a weird shadow creature in a hotel, which I may not have done that.
Okay.
I've dealt with a cult in the in the leisure center that I may or may not have dealt with now. It seems like a lot of the stuff I didn't do, but stuff has still changed.
Yeah, if you hear the songs of like singing in the night, then From what I can understand, it seems they're controlling the people in this town, and the song has something to do with it. There's more than one cultist. I mean, clearly it's a cult, so there's going to be more than one. But I feel like they've expanded to very tactical key areas of the town. I believe there was one in the hospital. There's definitely one in the police force.
I killed Barbara Blight.
Oh.
She was one.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And that's PC Miles, who definitely is one.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they may have maybe someone in the fire department as well. I don't know, I've missed a lot of what's going on in town.
There's a politician as well.
So that's what they're doing next.
PC Miles and I went round and burnt all the polling stations, so that should disrupt it for a couple days.
Okay. Well, I mean, if anything, it's gonna bring it to a standstill at least, because if you've destroyed one of them, then, half the votes are gone. So they can't really go by the other booth.
We went to both polling stations. I don't know how many votes got out because, I was with PC Miles and I thought I was with William, so he might have warned them. But I was driving like a maniac and I don't know how much time they would have had to warn them, but I did find an entire temple underneath the leisure center. So
that's probably where their HQ is, where they do God knows what down there. Have you ever had like a deja vu, but a deja vu that's so vivid that you swear it was real, but it seems to not be real and it repeats itself?
Yes.
And at this point he kind of stops where he's going and looks over to you like...
That's when I dealt with the shadow in the motel.
Did you notice anything change during this deja vu? It seems to be very specific, like for example, I don't know, I'll give you a crappy example. I go to a bathroom and then whatever I do there, and then I go to leave, and then I'm back into the bathroom, and I don't know, maybe the sink is now blue instead of white, or maybe the toothbrush is on the top of the toilet instead of in the cup. Little minor changes like that.
For me, it was the hotel. Whenever I tried to leave the hotel, I went back into the hotel, and when I went up the stairs, I stayed on my floor. Whenever I went down the stairs, I would go to the entrance, but the receptionist remembered every loop that I did.
Alright.
And I encountered a very big, dark shadow that tried to... I don't know what it tried to do, but it wasn't good. It chased me into my hotel room, and I had to shoot it, that kind of woke me up.
Well, that image that I drew for you, I mean, albeit it's not the best image, that is the creature that has been hunting me as well. But it seems, however it tries to manifest itself, something then changes, and it can be a very minor thing. And if you spot those changes, it's as if I don't know, it's difficult to describe. Like, say I'm looking at a clock or a door, and there's a difference with it, and I notice that difference, and I reach out for it, it then kind of shudders and vibrates and then pings back to, I guess, how it should have been. It seems by spotting those differences, that's how you can kind of keep him away from you. But if you don't spot them, then it's getting closer to you.
Something that I've been doing is I hold up the piece of paper and I'm like, I've been encountering these all throughout this area. And
I think I've seen one of them.
if I recall, I'm going to search my pockets for the paper that was underneath the burnt forest. And I'm like, just as like a, wait a sec, this can show me if it was real or not.
Searching your pockets, you wouldn't find the paper there.
I think a sigh of relief happens and then I'm... Go on.
I think you would, because the one that didn't disintegrate was the hospital one. So I think you would still have that one, which is intact.
You said, yeah, I remember you said that it was burning at the edges.
Yeah.
But I think that was before Will got abducted when we went in there and did a lot of shit, so...
Yeah.
Is that one still intact? Still?
I'd say it's still intact. There's barely like much of it left, as it has been still steadily disintegrating.
Okay, so it seems like the problem is taking care of itself.
I think I've seen one of them, but they took it off me when they caught me.
I've been using these to look at the real world. And you may think, don't trust your eyes, but I'm not going to hold it up to my eye, but I went, the one that you gave me, the one that I found in the motel, had a hole in the middle. And when I looked through it, I saw the world for what it really was. And that's how I've been tracking and doing stuff. That's how I saw your room for what it really was, because I looked through the hole and I saw your, I would say, dark passenger, which I'm not quite sure if it's good or bad, but
His face goes white at that moment, and his eyes go wide, like, what do you mean?
I think you need to notice the changes, as you said.
As he then freaks out and starts looking around, he's looking at himself, and he's looking back down to the hallway, and he's like, oh shit, I think it's a bit late now to notice any changes.
Look at me. The changes now are I'm here. The change also is you're getting out of here. Positive changes.
I don't think what you're seeing is what you say is the real world. I think maybe you're somehow seeing across the veil, like I don't know, maybe a dimension or something, and you're seeing where they live, and maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's something similar to our world, and
well,
I'd missed some changes.
Well, the key thing is, this paper will burn when we deal with the problem. And right now, we need to get to the train station because they're sending off someone who's going to make this situation so much worse.
Shub Niggurath. The patients, a lot of the inmates, they're babbling, the crazy talks. It always seems to come back to a name, a singular name, Shub Niggurath. I think it has something to do with this thing, this name.
Okay.
Where, follow me, and he's gonna dart away. He seems like you get a sense that he's not heading for an exit now. He's heading somewhere within the building.
Is there anything sharp nearby that I can use as, like, essentially a knife? I just want to cut open his, like, you know, his suit so he can actually have use of his arms, unless he already did.
His arms aren't tied up, but he's just got very long sleeves that are, like, dragging around behind him.
Okay, then that's fine. I won't mess with him then.
I mean, I suppose you could cut the strings at the back so then it can come off completely.
Yeah, I'll do that because I'll be like, if you want comfort, you can take that off.
He does. You're able to find like a little, maybe through some of the medical tools or whatever, you find a scalpel that you're able to cut the strings with. It takes a while, a little sawing to try and get through them all. But he's able to, he takes the jacket off and he kind of rotates his shoulder cuffs a bit. Oh, I'm glad to be rid of that thing.
Right. So, what's the plan?
He's already now walking into the hall, and he's quickly scurried over somewhere. He seems to be, as I say, not going to maybe where the exit would be, as he's now distracted by something else.
Darren, where are we going?
Follow me. As he stops, and then guards walk out, cross over, go into another room. I've got to find where they took it. The page. I had a page.
Hang on.
They took it from me.
Hang on. Maybe I can find it by looking through this. You know, maybe it will glow because it's... I don't know how this shit works.
Okay, so you're going to look through the hole in your page?
I will look through the hole in my page and do a quick, like, scan to see if there's, like, essentially like a glowing thing in the distance.
Give me a... where do we normally do it?
It's not my best skill, but I would say either spot hidden or occult.
I was going to say give me a horror check.
Horror?
But I need
Is there horror?
It doesn't come under horror. I need to remind myself. I think it's the sanity. Let's see. Melee combat.
I was going to say, is that just a sanity check?
Improvement rolls. Horror and sanity. To make a horror check, roll 1d100 and get equal to or lower than your current sanity.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
well,
teased.
that's...
Teased a success. Gonna make it a 12, but now it's a 92. So you look through the hole on your page and you give a quick scan, and sure enough, the big hulking shadow, like the big hulking creature, seems a lot clearer as he's standing in the room with you, and as you see him, he sees you. As you hear, because all the saliva droops out of like his throat, and you notice he's missing his lower jaw as he slowly creeps down to the floor into like a four-legged position almost.
I'm like, Darren, we need to move, like right now,
And I need you to lose the... Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll roll a d4.
You've never reset the daily.
Yeah, you haven't slept.
Okay.
Okay. So you've lost 3 horror. That puts you into a temporary madness, as you've reached over your daily allotted horror. Where are we? It should have been a rollable table. Why is it not? Has it deleted my rollable table?
I mean, I can click Bout of Madness.
Oh, if there's a button there, yeah.
Yeah, I can just click Bout of Madness. And I lost how many? 3?
3, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It highlights it automatically.
Okay, so the Bout of Madness, Phobos and Madness, Mania. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll me a d10.
Oh boy.
have
I
a
mean,
bout
to
of
get
madness.
this. I mean, to get this far, and I've only just had one, is pretty good.
Yeah, you've done very well.
Considering I've not slept really at all.
Oh, this probably goes in your favor. Dyke Mania, as you suddenly get this bout of madness as you see this creature and fear just engulfs you, and the surrealness of everything is too much to handle. You develop temporary Dyke Mania, obsession to see justice done. So you are now obsessed about having justice done in any shape or form that you see fit for your character, but it will force your decisions temporarily.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, Darren, I'm really sorry about this, and I'm going to shoot the creature with my shotgun.
Oh, okay.
Because I've done it before, so...
Give me your rifle check with, add +1 to it.
Now I need the 1.
I'll
I mean,
put it
that
back on
works.
again. Well, what's the other one? What's the other one? Sure, I'll do that.
I got a 6.
Oh, wow. So you definitely get it. Okay. Yeah, I'll say it was close. So as you look through the page, you say to Darren without taking your eye off of the creature as it crouches down, ready, as it sees you now. You just quickly flip the gun, trick it, and blast as the creature gets thrown backwards, flailing around, legs like flailing, and you see like the front arms have unfolded into what look like essentially praying mantis claws. And it's able to
We need to go, Darren.
It scurries onto its legs. The moment you drop that page, you can no longer see it anymore. But you know it's in the room. Darren is quickly moving around, looking in different directions. I think it's close by. I think it's close by. Do you head for an exit of some sort, or do you try to help Darren? I mean, you'll be dragging Darren with you, whichever way.
I'm gonna chuck a Molotov where this creature is, and I'm going to look at Darren and be like, don't use your eyes, feel the page. That's how you find them.
I need a page, but I don't... and he just starts barging through a door. In here! And he just suddenly stands back like, nope, as he sees a guard come out like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. And he's like, this other room, let's go to the other room.
Okay, let's go, as I'm chucking a Molotov down where the creature is and then running with him.
You see for a brief moment before turning around as the bottle shatters, like the fire, you don't see anything in the fire, but the fire seems to take partial form of the creature's shape as it kind of, you see the flames as if something is like flailing around, but then like the air, the space that it's in kind of wobbles and goes a bit distorted and weird, before eventually it just reduces back down to a normal little fiery patch on the floor. A guard comes out between you and Darren. As Darren runs off, you run forward. And he is, I guess, gonna try and swing an arm at you with a 57. Give me a dodge roll. I'll say contested against it.
Ooh. It's always close.
I'll say that's a success because it's contested against his 57. So as he goes to swing an arm round just instinctively to grab you, you're able to just dodge past and push him out the way.
Whoop, miss me.
He bangs against the wall and is like, hey, as he's like facing you. And he goes to like get a whistle and call out as you're running down, and you see Darren just barge into another room, and there's like a massive office space, nice ornate desk, bookshelves everywhere, You head to the door, you look back at the guard, he's about to blow his whistle, and then he just splits in half and falls to the ground.
Darren, we need to go. Things are coming.
It's around, it's gotta be around, it's gotta be around here somewhere.
Do you need a page to find it? I have a page.
Page to find a page? I don't know.
We have about 10 seconds. This thing is coming towards us.
Give me spot hidden hard. He's also going to try his luck.
Oh, God.
83, that's no good. 87,
Oh, my
no good.
God.
Do you wish to push, or just leave it?
I mean, I can't really do worse than 87, but what am I doing? Am I just trying to look at the creature? Am I...
Essentially, I guess you're trying to help find what he's looking for, but because you're in a rush, it's quite difficult, so you're very quickly looking for places. So I guess to push it would be like, are you looking in a very specific location?
What if I want to push it to block the door instead, or does that not exist? Like it has to be the same roll, I imagine.
Yeah, it still has to be a spot hidden.
Okay, then I won't push it, because I would rather look at the door and try and give him as much time as possible.
Yeah. Okay. He's there rummaging around. He goes through. He's just throwing books left and right. He then turns and looks at the desk. And he's grabbing some of the drawers and he's flicking some of the things out.
Ooh, baby!
Give me a strength check at the door.
God damn, that fucking flew across the screen.
Okay. With a 77, that's not enough. And the door is going to burst off its hinges and it will push you back into the room. You'll stumble onto the floor and take a point of damage off your hit points.
Shit.
Secret compartment! I knew it! As he then rips open these drawers. Like, I got it!
I'm aiming at the door and I'm firing. Not looking through the paper, but... Jesus.
So, because it's one of these pages... Oh no, because no, too late. I've already done the check. So, because it's one of these pages, he grabs it in victory, like, I've got the page! But because he's holding it with his bare hands, his eyes roll to the back of his head and he collapses.
Fuck's sake! As I just pull the trigger to fire at the door, because that's where the creatures just come in.
Okay.
So, doing this first. Let's do this in order. Do I have any advantages or not?
I would say not, because you're also reloading it at the same time.
Okay.
With a 60.
For God's sake.
I mean, you're shooting at open air in the hopes that he's there.
I'm spending luck.
Okay.
I'm spending luck, because this needs to succeed.
Alright.
So, 6 luck spent.
You blast out and you see
close.
bullet holes kind of scatter across the frame of the door, but nothing seems to scatter against like the wall outside the room, and you see little like odd patches of blood form moving away from the room, as what you sense you may have hit the target and pushed it back a bit, but it's difficult to see.
Am I rolling damage?
Yeah, you can roll damage. This will be
1,
with
2, or 4.
with you it'll be 1d6.
Okay, I figured because it's
Further away.
Not that close.
Folks.
Right. With that, I'm now going to fucking get up, run over to him, and I'm just going to rip that thing out of his hand and just be like, "We gotta go! Now is not the time for this!" Give him a good old slap.
How are you ripping it out of his hand?
I guess I wouldn't... we haven't really tested the might of these papers, but... God, now's not the time to be grabbing it barehanded. What's between me and him? Is there any kind of cloth or like...
I mean, you can always, I don't know, rip an item, part of your clothing off, or...
yeah, I'll
I mean,
rip,
looking around,
I'll
there's
rip.
plenty of books, so you should be able to, like, slam it in between some books and then take the book with you.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm grabbing a book and I'm just slapping it around the page on his hand, slapping him and being like, "We gotta go!"
He comes to, just like, I've seen
Danger.
too much.
Danger, outside door, we need to go now.
And what state is he in? Okay. As he's coming to, he's very groggy, and you're dragging him out. You're seeing like the exit sign hanging on the ceilings and stuff, so naturally you head in those directions. Other guards come out, trying to see what all the commotion is about, and they see you guys as they blow their whistle and come running towards you. But you're now running away in the opposite direction, dragging this kind of drunk, insane person with you.
As we're running to hopefully draw the creature, I'm gonna be like, "We have the paper, come and get me!"
And at the same time, because my brain also mentioned that's not right, I am going to say heads. Tails. Alright. So you do just that and you're running. I was basically doing a quick check to see if the other inmates that were, that had escaped previously had
Yes.
now joined in as well. But no. So that tells me they've been subdued, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay. So you're running through and heading through the exit. The guards are following behind. He then, as they're chasing and shouting at you, you then hear one behind you be like, "Ah!" as he flies in. I don't know, you don't really see it, but essentially he's being thrown into a room by nothing.
I was like, "Darren, that worked way better than I thought. We need to go!"
As you are making your way down, you see the main reception hallway in nearing. However, this door that's ahead of you is locked.
How is it locked?
It looks like it needs a key.
Fucking shotgun to the door, just...
Alright. A lot of the other inmates that you had seen previously, the non-violent ones, they all start panicking and rush out into the area. They start screaming, some are slapping their head, and you hear a familiar voice saying, "Shadow Man!" as they all run into the garden as you come sprinting out. And you manage to make it outside of the asylum.
Just go.
Okay. As you make it outside, you do see that your car's still parked there.
I thought we lit my car on fire.
Oh yes, so it's a burnt mess.
Because we put it over here, remember, to because I was
Yeah,
like, we
you're
should
disposing
mask
it.
the trail. So we'll just run into the fucking woods.
So that's all destroyed then. As you run off into the woods, with Darren as he's slowly finding his feet. You're hearing the sounds of screams and carnage coming from within the asylum, which slowly begin to fade the deeper in you go to the woods.
When we get far enough that we think it's a break, I'm just gonna be like, holy shit. I'll be honest, I was a bit worried.
I've seen.
Honestly, just do it. It feels so much better after.
He just starts vomiting in one area in a bunch of bushes and trees.
I'm gonna look at my pack of cigarettes in which I have the one left, and I'm just like, not yet. And I just close the pack, put it away, and I'm like, I'm gonna look at the paper, just not touch it, but just like look to see what the contents on the page are.
Yeah. Where are we? Should have it on here. If not, then I'll quickly add it now. Yeah, quickly add it now.
While you're adding it, I will, to make up time, I will say to Darren, like, if you want to stick with me, we have to stop a body being transported in the train station. It's going to London. It'll be really bad if it gets there. Like, really bad. Plant death, loads of stuff. I was on the train. I saw it for myself.
Okay, he can't find any words to describe anything. So
By all means, if you just want to get the fuck out of here, that's also understandable.
I don't think that would help. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't think we can stop. I don't think we can help.
Nope. Look at me. I've been fighting this past week to make sure this town survives. And I do not want that kind of attitude that I can't do it when I'm so far into this.
So the page that you're looking at, I've just shared it. Hopefully you can see it.
I can see it. It looks creepy as hell.
And that's the page that you're looking at in the book.
Is it, like, the edges, are they burning at all, or are they, like, just fine?
They're fine.
Okay.
Your other page is now fully disintegrated at this point.
Oh, okay. I think I just pull out the ashes and I'm like, okay, the issue at the hospital is done. No more weird plant babies. The plant, forest should be dealt with. The asylum is somewhat burning, but this page is the last one that I've come across besides your one. I'm actually going to look at his one that he gave me. I'm guessing it's, like, still fine.
Oh, what, the drawing?
Yeah.
Yeah, his is... It's not really anything like these old, ancient pages.
Okay.
It's just, his crude drawings of that creature that you saw briefly and come chasing you. And
Okay.
the creature is the same creature you've seen in other areas. Not the one that was on the train, but had a kind of like a similar shape. But you're starting to now maybe think that this was perhaps the creature that attacked everyone in the woods. And kind of started this whole mess when you first arrived. Or when you started first hearing about things in newspapers and stuff.
Okay. Right. Darren, I hate to ask you this, but I need to ask you what you saw.
No, I don't want to remember. I don't want to recall. I don't want to. I don't want to recall everything. I don't.
I know
Not.
you
We're gonna
don't
die.
want to.
We're gonna
No.
die. We're gonna die.
Hey, no, look at me. I've gone through all this shit, and I'm still here. You have gone through all of this shit, and you're still here. We're still in this. We're still okay. Mentally, no, but we're still here. And I. I just. I feel like we're so close to fixing this.
Give me a persuade.
Oh.
Do you wish to push?
60%. I feel like I would push because. And in my push, I'm just going to really be like. It's like. I will bring up like. And I don't know if this will give advantage or not, but I am going to bring up like. You came here looking to solve a problem. This is that problem. And this problem will become so much bigger if we don't fix it.
Okay, give me another roll.
Every time it does the like slightly tilts towards the better number, and then it's like, nope.
He starts to listen to your words and what you're saying, and then a realization comes to his mind as he starts frantically looking around, looking at the trees, looking at his clothes, like, no, things. Wait, that branch wasn't like that, was it? That branch wasn't. Those birds. Those birds weren't there. Those birds weren't there. We gotta move. As he starts moving deeper into the forest.
Oh, okay.
Change.
Okay.
As it's the time passes, and after everything that's gone on, it's getting darker. Like the forest is getting dimmer and dimmer. The sun is almost set. And it's when you come to a calm. He's ahead. He seems to have calmed down a bit. And he's muttering a lot to himself, scratching his head. You've maybe seen him scratching his wrist and constantly showing lots of signs of agitation. Before you find like a little clearing where you might be able to camp for the night if need be. At this point, like that's when the light starts getting much darker.
Like, I'm gonna be like, Darren, if we stay out here like this, it's going to be real bad. We need to at least find some shelter. Get some sleep, we'll feel better in the morning.
Shub Niggereth, and there's thousands of them. There's thousands of them, and there's so many. They're so big. So we can't. How can we stop it? I don't think we can stop it. That's Shub Niggereth.
I'm just going to very calmly put a hand on his shoulder, like he did to me, and I'm gonna be like, it's okay. I understand what you're going through. I really do. And now is the time to collect ourselves and just have a rest.
Rolled to see what he would do, but he's with an 8. He doesn't turn to look at you, but he gives out a long sigh and like his body seems to kind of relax, not be so tense, because I don't know, it's more like out of exhaustion. Okay. Sleep. Yeah, sleep will help. And he goes to just like a large tree and just goes to sit down next to the tree and kind of just sleep on the floor, on the muddy, grassy floor.
Let's at least set up a fire or something. And yeah, I'll just go gather things for a fire, and then I guess I'll definitely be like, we need to get somewhere a bit more covered, like up against a wall of some kind. Would I know, because I've lived in Hungerford, if there's like a cave or something in these woods, or is it just straight wood?
At the moment, it's just straight wood. It's very dark as well. Hard to say in which direction there would be anything if ever you did go for long wanders in the forest whilst you lived here.
Yeah, so I think it's just going up against big trees, kind of our best bet.
Give me, I guess, so are you traveling, are you moving, not
No,
obviously
where
too
he
far.
went.
Okay, you're just going to where he was.
Yeah, it's essentially like search the local area to build a fire, and then I'll
Yeah.
sit down to sleep as well.
Okay. He's lying down, kind of eyes closed, muttering, one hand instinctively just like pushing bits of mud out the way and scribbling a circle, and then just pushing other bits and just flicking bits until eventually it slows down as he's slowly drifting off.
Before I do anything, I want to dig a hole next to me and just put the book with the page inside it, and then like cover it back up with dirt.
Okay.
Because all I'm thinking of is, at least I know where it is if I get captured or like something happens to me, they're not going to take it from me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a really horrible job. It's not like a professional job. It's like with the hands. So, and then I will, just sit with like the shotgun out and do the thing of like, like looking around, and like the head kind of bobs a couple more times before I finally fall asleep.
Okay, donks. Do you dream anything, or?
I think I would just. Oh god, my voice is going apparently. I think I would just kind of. I don't know if this is debuffing myself, but I think I would just dream about the last couple days and just probably think about all the things I did with Will. That, like, was it Will or was it PC Miles? Like, flashes of like different events that went on, of like being in the hospital, Barbara Blight, like setting things on fire, like kind of flashes throughout the night.
Yeah. Okay, roll me a D10. I think with where you are as well, how you're resting, we'll halve it so you're gaining 3 sanity back.
Yeah, of course. Oops, 3 sanity back. Oh, that's supposed to be 36. There you go. it put me up to 70. I was like, whoa.
You still currently got your bout of madness. I think one more little sleep and then it will go. Otherwise, I feel like you're about to do justice. It disappears too quick otherwise. But yeah, okay. As you're resting and you're sleeping through the night, and it seems to be going well, you're not being woken up or anything. You're going through all the things in your mind and how your dream state wants to kind of imagine it and morph it into whichever way, into maybe a nightmare of some sort. You are suddenly woken up by a loud bang.
Like, and I'm gonna guess I'm going to instinctively go for my shotgun, and it's not there.
You would be correct. As you reach for your shotgun, and instead you touch a bit of like skull, as Darren has blown his own head off.
I think now I have that cigarette. Just like blood on like the half covered me, and I'm just like, just light it up and I just start smoking it.
Give me a horror check as well. So roll for your sanity.
Yeah, as I just got that back.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So fuck you.
With everything else that's gone on, you're not fazed by waking up to a guy that's missing his head.
You know, honestly, I think it's the last cigarette being like, yep, this is it. This is what it's coming down to, is it? Kind of thing.
I think because you got a hard success, and yeah, with your cigarette, how you role played it, I'll say you can gain an extra bit of sanity. One more bit of sanity.
What? Just one?
Yep.
Okay.
Instead of losing just one.
Yeah, just the straight up like. I think Baxter is realizing, like, yep, this is it. Like, this is the kind of Majora's Mask's dawn of the final day has appeared.
You wake up to, yeah, just the forest around you. The sense of nature, the smell of, like, morning dew on all the plants and on the soil, the tweeting of birds, and then yeah, just this dead corpse of a guy who wasn't insane but was treated like he was, and over time being in Hungerford eventually did go insane. Whatever he saw on that page was enough to tip him over the edge.
Which is just for the audience's sake, is the only reason that Baxter has not touched it yet. As I've touched all the other pages and have been okay, but seeing someone else, like I've seen Will touch the other one and he went a bit crazy. But this was like a whole nother demon that I'm like, huh, so this is real bad. You know what? You can make this end of the episode or something, but I'm gonna dig a grave for him.
Alright.
And it's gonna be a proper grave.
As you begin to dig a grave out using either your hands or whatever you have around,
just my hands,
stones and stuff, it's hard work, but you manage to slowly get it done, this crude grave for him. The camera begins to pan upwards as you get smaller and smaller. You've dug most of the grave, you're dragging his headless body into it. as the cameras bring to a fade, and we'll end the episode there.
Godspeed.
Alright, roll me a d10 as we see how much luck you get back. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.